What's up, everybody? In today's show, I'm going to tell you how to cut your ad cost by 80%, get more engagement than you can ever imagine, and create a tracking system that will work every single time. Hey, I'm Ken. I used to be a homicide detective. I was a cop for over 15 years, and I got sick of it. When I found out I was going to become a dad, I needed to make a change. In the last 15 years, I've started 4 different businesses in 4 different industries, and they've made a lot of money. This channel is dedicated to showing people exactly how to build an 8-figure coaching business. Every single part of it. I love teaching people how to write books, how to get your books traditionally published, how to turn those books into 7-figure coaching businesses, and you're going to find all that information right here. Hey friends, it's Ken here. Welcome back to the show again today. And listen, I want to walk you through this. I want to talk to you about exactly how to cut your ad costs by 80% and how to get more conversions than you could ever possibly imagine and increase your tracking. So you can get completely accurate tracking. And the importance of doing this right now is because of what's happening in the whole paid advertising world. If you're trying to build any type of major coaching business, then you definitely have to get into paid advertising. There's no way around this. And hey, listen, if you haven't done so yet, smash that subscribe button on the YouTube channel and go through the videos, because there's videos on the YouTube channel that will help you with every aspect of paid advertising on Facebook and Instagram, which still is the king. But back in May of 2021, there was a big, massive shift in paid advertising on Facebook. And it was because of the iOS 14 launch. It completely destroyed everything on social media. For those of you guys that haven't got a clue what I'm talking about, back at the beginning of 2021, Facebook, Mark Zuckerberg had to appear before Congress and had to disclose a whole bunch of the things that they were doing with people's info, which was crazy. And because of that, all the other big players in the space saw what was happening to Facebook, and they knew that they had to mitigate what they were doing and protect themselves from ending up in the same situation. So Apple decided they were going to launch an upgrade that would give people with iPhone products the ability to opt out of advertising. Now, that sounded great for Apple, and it's great for all the iPhone users in the world, but for all of us paid advertisers, that is a kiss of death, because it means instantly we don't know what's actually happening, who's clicking, who's not, and if you can't track what you're doing with your ads, nothing is going to work. And what we saw happening, you could still see some of the purchasing going on, but it wasn't anywhere near as clear and as concise as it used to be. And ad costs started going through the roof. I don't know if anybody else experienced this, but my ad costs quadrupled because Facebook's algorithm was all screwed up. It wasn't working properly because Facebook didn't know who was clicking or not. What a mess. And I don't mind telling you this now because I've already gotten through it and gotten back on track. But in the month after the iOS 14 update, our revenue in our company tanked. It went down by about 60%. And I started searching around the industry, trying to figure out what I was going to do. I started trying other ad platforms. I started trying other ways to drive revenue. And I went back to a technique that I had learned about 3 years earlier, and I implemented this technique completely. And within 3 months, my ad cost started going down again. And so essentially the way this looks is, let's say we're talking about a webinar conversion for one of the webinars that my company runs. After the iOS 14 update, my webinar conversion cost rose right up to about $25 to get somebody to opt in. Thankfully, we're doing well enough that I could make more money than I was paying, because if you ever get to a point where you can't make money when you're running ads, you're screwed, right? But $25 just to get an opt-in to a webinar with all of the other conversion metrics that are normal, you know, like a 30 to 40% opt-in rate, a 20 to 30% show-up rate, 90% of those people staying to the end, you can imagine what that's doing to the bottom line. So I started looking at all the things I could do and things I could implement, and I remembered years ago, I started learning about Facebook's algorithm. And one of the things that is really important for anybody that's in the paid advertising, anybody that's building a coaching business, it's really freaking important for you to understand that Facebook gives preference in everything it does to video. You know, a couple of years ago, Facebook and YouTube got in a turf war, and Facebook decided we're going all in on video. And so what I mean by that is if you really want to get people paying attention to you, you've got to get comfortable doing video on Facebook. That's what Facebook wants you to do. In fact, they're so serious about that that you can actually run ads to get more people to see your videos. And that's where this strategy starts. So pay close attention to this. If you're somebody who is building a coaching business and you've got a webinar you're running, or you're wanting to cut your ad cost significantly, this is a long tail strategy. This is something that's going to work for you forever, but here's what you have to do. Step one is to start posting videos of you teaching, just like you're doing right now, just like you're probably seeing this on Facebook. Some of you could be. And break down everything you know into bite-sized morsels. The perfect length for a video is between 10 and 12 minutes on Facebook and YouTube. It's perfect because once your following gets big enough on YouTube, if it's over 10 minutes, they'll advertising. You make more money doing that. But check this out. Get in the habit of doing 2 or 3 videos a week. Now, I didn't say you have to do live videos because you don't. You can just record videos like I do and post them on your Facebook page. Once you do that, you let the video run for a couple days so it gets some organic views and engagement. And then what you do is you go into the Facebook Ads Manager and you turn it into a videos view ad. And what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to share my screen with you and show you exactly how to do this. If you're listening to this on the podcast, keep listening to it, but I'll put a link to this YouTube video in the notes for the podcast so you can check it out. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen right here on, I'm going to go into the Ads Manager here now, right on Facebook, and I'm going to show you how to do this. Actually, before I do, let me come back for a second. Here's the strategy. Let me give it to you in full, and then I'll show you how to do it. What you're going to do is you're going to start running videos. Post 2 or 3 videos a week, and every time you do, let it run organically for a couple days and get some views. Then you're going to do a video views ad. Essentially, in the Ads Manager, you're going to, you know the old term boosting? Well, I'm going to show you how to do it in the Ads Manager so you get proper tracking. And you're going to pay whatever you can afford every day as a video views ad, and you're going to build an audience. I call it the video views audience. You want this audience to be somewhere between 30 and 50 million people. So choose the market you want to be in, choose the areas you want to be in, where you want your clients and customers to come from, and then build a big audience. Now, this audience, you're going to use every video you put out to boost it to that audience. So essentially, you're getting that same audience to see every video you put out. And figure out a budget you can do a video a week. So I do $100 a week on 4 videos every month. So I spend $400 a month on this strategy. Now you're saying, well, you're not making any money with that. It doesn't matter. It cuts your costs crazy. Stick with me here. So you get in the habit, every time you boost a video, every time you post a video, you turn it into an ad for 7 days, and you have that same audience you're running it to. After about 2 months of doing this, you're going to go into the Ads Manager and create a new audience of everybody who either, there's 2 metrics, it's called through plays in Facebook, and I'll show you it in a second. Essentially what you're going to do is you're going to create an audience of everybody who watches either the whole video or at least 10 seconds of it, or 15 seconds of it, because most people who watch 15 seconds go on to watch the whole thing. Facebook calls it a through play. So you're going to build a through play audience. And what that means is after you've got a couple dozen of these videos, you can go into the Ads Manager and you can say, I want to build an audience of everybody who hit the through play. In other words, they either watched the whole video or they watched at least 15 seconds of all my videos. I call that the ultimate audience. You know why? Because I can run the exact same ads that I've ran to any other audience, and I can run it to the through play audience, and my ad costs are always 80% less. And that's the secret. Let me show you exactly how this works. And this is freaking perfect for building any type of coaching business. If you're in the coaching industry and you're not doing this, you're losing money. All right, let me just go ahead and share my screen. All right, so this is my Ads Manager. business manager that I'm using, this ad account is exactly where I'm going to do this stuff. And you can see I've been doing this here. I'll show you really quickly. So this is an ad that I boosted, that I used my big audience for. And there you can see I spent $50 on this one. But I'll just show you. It's just a post on my page, and I'm just driving more traffic to it. And you can see Facebook gives you the stats. So I can go to video engagement stats, and I can see that in the time I was running this as an ad, I had 5,111 people that watched the whole thing, that were through play. So they either watched the whole thing or they watched at least 15 seconds of it. And you can see some of the breakdowns of what actually happened here. So that's what I'll do one for you in a second, but this is the one I wanted you to see. Let me just go a bit. Okay, this is sitting on maximum. So check this out. This is an ad that I was running for a book writing workshop that I do. That's what my core business is, right? And you can see all the different ads that I'm running. So this is a coaching and consulting lookalike audience. This is people are speakers, and this is a lookalike audience on my current clients. But here's the costs. $26 for one registration, $40, $90, $84, $36, $32, and check this one out, the winner. And this is only $9.62. And if I drag this right over here, you can see it's the through plays one. So the idea is that's like 3 times, 75% less than the other ad costs. And at $9, I can do this all day long, and I can make a bunch of money. And you can see the sales that are coming in there. Friends, what you're seeing here, for those of you that have never seen this before, this is Hyros. Hyros is a tracking software. I'll put a link in the notes for you to check it out. It's a tracking software that you guys can use to get accurate tracking through Facebook. And you can see I'm making money with all of it. It's all working well. It's just not going to get any better than this. It's just bang. You can see which ads are making money and running and which ones aren't. You just keep them going, and it's beautiful. Yeah, I just love it. I'm just going to leave that running there. Now, let me show you how all this works. So, because you got to do it. If you're not running ads to a through plays audience, I call it your ultimate audience, you're failing. So I'm gonna do it for you right now. So all you do to once you've got your videos on Facebook and they're up on your page. So we look here. I'll go over to Facebook for a second. Let me just close all these windows that are not important, and I'll just go to Ken Dunn's page. Let me just hit enter, and we'll say pages. So here's the pages I run the ads from, but I'll show you the videos. So this is the video. The #1 skill that'll make you millions. And here's another one that says 3 mistakes to avoid when publishing content online. And you can see this one got 23 likes already. This one got 18 likes. That's a newer one. Let's see what the other video. So I post a video every 3 days. And I never do them live. I just put them up there because I'm too freaking lazy. I was pitching an event I was doing. The most important asset in any online business. I don't like that one. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to boost this one right here. The #1 skill that'll make you millions. Okay, so now what I do is I go back into my ad account and I hit the create button. And when you first hit the create button, Facebook's going to give you all the different objectives you can do with Facebook ads. I'm going to click on video views. I'm going to hit continue. And I like to use the same naming philosophy for everything that I do. So I like to start with the date. So today is the 2nd of February. And I'm going to say #1 skill video. And then I'm going to just do a little paste. I'm going to do video views. So I'm running this ad just to get video views. I'm going to hit next. And here, I'm going to put the date again. So I'll put the date, which is 07/02/22. 7/02/22. And this, I'm going to say feeder audience. I know what that is. I'll show you in a second. And I'm going to spend, I'm just going to do the lifetime budget, and I'm going to spend $100 in the next 7 days. So we'll go from the 7th to the 14th, and then next week I'll do a different one. And after a while, what I'll do is I'll come back and I'll see which one's got the cheapest video views, and then I'll do those ones again to get more people looking at them. Okay, so now I'm going to delete Canada and all this stuff. I'm going to go to my saved audience, and I've got an audience here. You can see 50 to 60,000 people. And remember, my core business is teaching people how to write books. So in this audience, I find all the people that are mostly writing books. And this is the exact same audience, 60 million people that see all my videos. Think about the power of this, right? Because inside of that audience now, I'll show you in a second, I already have an audience called the Video Views Audience, the ultimate audience. And there's probably 40 or 50,000 people in there. Those are 40 or 50,000 people. Those are the through plays, right? So those are people that watch all of my videos, which means they're really into me, which means they're going to be most likely to buy from me and take that next step. You see where this is going? Okay, so now that I've built the audience, I just go to next, and I'm going to say #1 skill. That's the video I'm going to use. It's asking me for my Instagram account. And then I'm going to say I don't want to create the ad. I want to use an existing post. So on the ad page where it says ad setup, choose use existing post. And then I'm going to say select post. I'm just going to let them all come up here. Just takes a second to load all this stuff. We'll go to publish posts, actually. Let's see if that makes it go faster. Yep, okay. So there's the #1 skill video. So I'll just click on that. I hit continue. And that's it. That's all I'm going to do. And then I hit publish. And that ad is running. So all that's going to do is get more and more people to check out that video. And if you look here in my active ad campaign that I was just showing you, this through plays audience, you'll see it says video through plays audience. And if I edit it and just show you, if I scroll down to it, it says book video through plays. So all you do, once you've gotten some of those videos running for a while and you've gotten a lot of people looking at your videos using that technique, you're just going to go to your audiences. So you click on the menu in the top left corner, you go to audiences. And once you come to the audiences, you can build a new audience here. And so you can see I've got book videos through plays. So there's 23 to 27,000 people in there. And once you have that audience, you can edit it anytime you want. Oh, this audience, sorry, this through plays audience is in another business manager. So I just have to go over to that one. So I'm going to go to ads manager so I can show you this. And then I'm going to, let me just make sure it says no ad there. Should say, yeah, processing. It just means it's new. This is a little advanced. I got, obviously, as any good advertiser does, I've got a ton of different ads managers that I'm running ads in. And if I go now to the ads to the business settings right here, and now it's asking me for a code. That's Facebook. Gotta love it. 590114. You gotta have security now with Facebook these days. They're constantly giving you the codes. Now, if I go down to audiences here, so I click on audiences, and then you can create a new audience. So all you do is you hit create new audience, and you say custom audience, and then you do video, and then you can, I'll show you it. So you click on the type of content you want, which I choose through play. So it says they either completed or viewed at least 15 seconds. And then this is what's really important. It will only go back 365 days. So this is why you want to keep driving traffic and boost every one of your videos. And we can call this, I'll call this updated book through play. and then I would hit choose videos up here, and then it takes you to your page, and you can choose any videos that you want, and then you create the audience. Now, once you get, all I'd do then is hit create audience, and it would do that. It would actually create the audience. It takes a little time for it to grow. Once you have the audience created, what you're going to do then is you go back into your through plays audience, and you can edit it whenever you want, and you can add to it. It's really simple. So I got to choose the audience, and I got to see who created this audience. Yep. And then you can add to it anytime you want. And then that audience will automatically appear as an audience in your ads. So you can go back anytime you want and create an ad with that audience. And let me just go back to that one so you can see it again. And that's what happens. Let me go back to this account. Here we go. I've never seen a time when any other ad outperformed the through plays audience. Why? It's because when you're running Facebook ads, you're running ads to people that typically don't know you. If you run it this way, now you're running ads to people that know you because they've been watching your videos. All right, it just changes everything. Okay, let me go back to the full view here. Friends, try this. If you're running ads, or if you want to run ads, subscribe to this page and go watch that video that says the #1 skill, because that's going to tell you how to get started in advertising if you're not doing it already. But if you are running ads and you're not happy with your conversion costs, then try this technique. Start posting videos regularly, boost every one of those videos, build up an audience, then create a through plays audience and run your ads to that audience and watch what happens. It's magical. Hey friends, if you want more details on this strategy and you want to see how I make tens of thousands of dollars every month with a full organic social media strategy, I call it the auto content loop. I sell all my products and services and make 60% of the revenue in my company without running ads. And if you want to see exactly how to do that, then go to kendunn.com/content automation. And the link is actually in the notes to the show as well. I'll be talking lots about this video views strategy during that workshop. But I'll give you the whole thing from beginning to end so you can see how it all works together. You'll freaking love it.